Hello traders, welcome to a new video on Bookmap. This is a free order flow tool that also has a premium version, just like Tensor Charts and ATAS Crypto, that I have found very helpful with looking at scalping and very short-term trends. So what I want to do in this video today is to show exactly how this platform works, is to show strategy behind reading order flow in real time so you can actually profit directly off this. And then finally, we're going to make predictions. We're going to look at price and we're going to say, hey, in the next 30 seconds, is price going to fall or rise? And I did some practice right before this video, so I'm feeling pretty sharp about making those predictions. And, price is soon going to fall below 10,300, mark my words. Price at 10,300, 4.5. There's liquidity below 10,300, and price is about to fall through 10,300. But before it does that, let's do an explanation of what we're looking at here. So this is a heat map, and limit buys and limit sells are colored the exact same way. So the only way that we can differentiate between a limit buy and a limit sell is you look at where price is, and then you look at the limit orders above and the limit orders below. So currently price is here at 10,305. Any level below is a limit buy. Any level above is a limit sell, and they're shaded the same way. Now, let's look at the color scale here. I like this guy the best because it's just the most clear. Blue means that, oh, the light's really coming in. Good morning at 1 p.m. Good morning. All right. Dark blue means that there weren't that many levels. There wasn't really a lot of order depth placed there. And red means that there was a lot of order depth placed there. So the largest limit sell or the largest limit buy is going to be colored in red, and the smallest limit buy and the smallest limit sell are going to be covered in dark blue. Now, to get these kinds of settings here, typically I think the default's something like that. I don't really love that, and I don't like that at all. This is just showing only the significant price levels. What I love to look at is everything, because I want to see every single order that is placed and pulled. Here's just the order book. You can see 10,350, that's right there. These correspond directly onto the price chart itself. And finally, this is the cumulative, or really all limit sells added together, all limit buys added together within this order book, this order book chart. And we can see at each level, you can see how much order depth there is. Final thing, this is XBT USD or Bitcoin on BitMEX, meaning that every single number you see is $1 US, because one contract is equal to $1. So if you see this say 842,000, that means that there's $842,000 worth of limit sells at that price level. Now, let's look at just some additional features, and then we're getting the fun part, which is strategy. And I do promise you guys, I have a controversial opinion for how to read order flow that is a little bit different from how I used to read about 2 years ago. Now, if you're interested in learning more about order flow, learning more about things like this, I am also selling a guide you can check out in the link in the description below. Now, before we get into the controversial opinion I do have about order flow and about a facet of it, here are just some settings that I like to use. Time slices is really nice. I can look at the last 3 minutes of trading. Hey, I want to look at the last hour or half hour. I can look at the last half hour of trading. I can look at whatever, as you can see here. This is a data tooltip that can, help me with, I could see, hey, how many limit buys, limit sells are placed at whatever level. And this is just a crosshair, as you can see there. Drawings and so forth. And on the free version, you get access to these indicators, and candlestick as well if I ever wanted that, but nah, I don't want that. Iceberg is premium only. So there are some premium features and there are some free features, but the really cool thing about Bookmap is you can trade with this on the free or on the premium as well. You can place direct orders onto the exchange from Bookmap. All right, my controversial opinion as promised. There are two kinds of limit orders that we're looking at here, guys, all right? I know that this orange level means that it's a large limit order, right? And this limit order is a large limit order, not a lot of limit orders, a large one here. There are two kinds. There are resting, genuine limit orders, and then there are limit orders that are only placed to really push price up or down. Now, what I've found is that these large resting limit orders are already built into price. What do I mean by that? I'm going to have to zoom out to answer that. When you see a large limit order at 10,300 or 10,400, like this guy up here, my belief is that it's already really built into price, which means that if price goes up here, I would expect price to just probably go right past it. Why? Well, one, because of the stop loss hunt right above around price level. But two, if price can generate enough demand to go up to a heavy level of supply, an obvious level of supply, then price is likely to carry on higher. A lot of people ask me, hey Bennett, why is it that I see such large limit orders, then price just crashes right through them? The reason for that is probably because of this. What you're going to see, and this is cool, and this is where Bookmap really becomes really good. When you see a lot of, let's say a downtrend, you see a lot of large bid orders that have been placed and they've been there for hours, haven't been touched. But then you see these large limit sell orders of $5 million, $6 million coming in, then going out, then coming in, then coming out. What I've found is that those orders coming in and coming out have a much greater effect than the levels that have been resting there for, 5 hours. It's the influx of supply, it's the influx of demand, these orders getting placed and pulled that really impact price more than limit orders resting by themselves. Now, whether you believe the same thing as I do, that's up to you. But what we're going to look at today is really the combination of market buys and market sells, which you can see through volume here, which is in green or red, and also in these bubbles here. A large red bubble means a large market sell. A small red bubble, like something like that guy there, is only $41,354. But a large, red would be like 1.7 million. A large green is going to be a large market buy, and a small green is going to be a small market sell. Small market buy. So it's the size of the bubble that really shows us how much market buying or market selling is occurring. Now, right now, as I said at the beginning of the video, we are hovering around 10,300, and I'm pretty confident that price is going to break below 10,300. Why? Well, that's where we get into strategy. Price is about to break 10,300. Yep. And there it goes. It was like on cue. I was like, oh, price is about to break 10,300. Now it's at 10,297. Well, how do we know this? This is where you get to the notion of large resting orders that have been there for a while and orders that were displaced. Look at this, guys. Let me actually highlight this and make this as clean and as clear as possible. Why is price falling and why did price just go below 10,300? Here's why. You can see, guys, look here. These are large limit sells that were placed. What did price do after these limit sells were really placed? Price fell. Okay, cool. Now we also see that at the 10,300 level, it was right here. We could see, we gotta go farther back in time, guys. At the 10,300 level, which is right about here, at this point in time, yeah, we had some order depth there. Yeah, we had some order depth there. We had some order depth here. And then it was all canceled. Just like that. Gone. We had large bids here that had a size of about, 170K, pretty small anyway. $200,000, very small. But all these orders were canceled. This was a resting order, yeah, but, it just was canceled and price fell through it. I would even say if this 10,300 level was still active, price still would have fallen right through it. Because enough supply has been generated, we were knocking on that 10,300 level and price eventually falls. Again, which comes into my outflux of supply, influx of supply, and influx of demand and outflux of supply. This is an outflux of demand. A large bid near price being canceled means that price will have an easier time moving lower. A large offer that was canceled means that price will have an easier time moving higher. That is what you need to focus on when you're looking at these kind of heat maps. And that's how I am able to actually predict within the next few minutes with a decent amount of confidence where price is going to go. And that's what I want to teach you guys today. And that's what we're going to focus on, is making these predictions in the short term. Because if you're able to successfully make these predictions, you can scalp better, you can get your limit orders filled at phenomenal prices, and you can also gauge when's a good time to keep in a trade and when's a good time to probably think about getting out of a trade. Those three things that I just mentioned are very important to you making money versus you not making money in this market. All right, now what I want you guys to focus on is tell me or talk to yourself, unless you're in a public space. Well, actually, then still do talk to yourself. What's going on right here? This might not be an easy thing to answer right away because I just showed you guys this platform. It's only been 9 minutes, but I do promise you that I will fully explain what I mean by this, and you're going to get a full understanding of really what just happened, so that you can understand what's going on. To give a hint, I'm actually going to draw a circle on exactly what I'm talking about. What happened here? What's going on? Here's what happened. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds. Yeah, we had a large bid placed at the level about 10,291. Yep, 10,291, as you can see here. It was canceled. We went from, well, not fully canceled, but a lot of the order depth was pulled from that level. We went from about 200,000 to about 140,000. You know, a large amount of that order depth was canceled. Oh wow, that is interesting. Price just shot up. Cool. We're gonna go look at that, and that'll be really fun. But let's talk about the past, and then we'll talk about the future and making predictions for the future. And this is a beautiful uptrend. Loving that. Yeah, so this bid was canceled, and once this bid was canceled, price had an easier time falling. And then look what just happened, guys. Once this bid became a little bit heavier, became orange, which again, red means very large amount of order depth or large amount of volume. At that level, blue means not much. We went from yellow, which is about that middle, to orange, which means a larger amount of order depth, and price rose. Because there was an influx of demand. More people were willing to buy, whether it was genuine or not, I don't know. It could have been a spoof, but who knows? But price rose as a result. So that's what you need to look for. It's these influx of supply, this influx of demand, this outflux of supply and outflux of demand. All right, guys, I want you to look right here and tell me if price is going to fall or is going to rise based on two things: market buys and market sells, and the placement and pulls of limit buys and limit sells. Go. You have 10 seconds. Okay, I want to say it so bad, but I'm going to hold off. All right, it's been 10 seconds. Yeah, I think price is going to fall. Why? Well, let me do a little drawing here of why price is going to fall. The price fell. Look at the last, go rewind in this video 20 seconds back, or just look at what just happened here, and you can see exactly why I said that price was going to fall. Here's why. We have empty space here, or really blank space is what you'd call it. I just don't see many limit buys there, guys, right? No, don't keep, go away. Clear, go away, get out of here. So we see really not a lot of limit buys, and we see an influx of supply. We see some limit sells coming in here, and price falls because there's more supply and there's less demand, more selling, which occurs. Now, what I want you guys to focus on is this price level here at 10,291. Is this a resting order that's already, that the order depth's kind of already built into price where it might not have as much of effect on price? Or is this level getting, is this level actually telling us that there's an influx of demand? So basically, is price going to fall or rise? That's all I'm asking. In the next 60 seconds, answer in 5 seconds from now. Just look at this order depth right now and tell me if price is going to rise or fall in the next 60 seconds. It is possible. I think price is going to rise, guys. I predicted here that price was going to fall. We had an influx of supply and an outflux of demand. I just said about here at this price point the price was going to rise. Why did I say that? Well, I see that this bidding is still strong. I was seeing a weakening of the limit sells above price. This is what you need to look for. Now, guys, what I'm looking at is kind of the levels close to price, but not really touching price. There's another kind of analysis that works very well, that works quite well as well. Quite well as well. Ugh, that doesn't sound good. And that's a kind of analysis where you just look at the bid and the offer, or the best bid and the best offer. And I want to show you guys that strategy as well, which that can honestly tell you if price is going to rise or fall in the very, very, very short term. Let's do that. Pardon you guys' eyes. You guys are going to have to track this quick because we're looking at a 30-second chart now. Not 30-second candles, but just a time frame of just 30 seconds. Let's dive in. All right, I want you guys to just focus on the best bid and the best offer, nothing else. Now remember, the best bid and the best offer is just going to be these two levels here. The offer and the bid that you can market buy or market sell at. Market sell at. Now, let's do also just to see, what the historical order depth was at these levels. I can see it's moving quickly, but you can see here it was there was more. The ask was larger than the bid. The bid wasn't that large. The bid was. Don't leave me. The bid was 10,300. No, that was the price. All right. Maybe overzealous on that. Okay, this is better. The bid here, the best bid, where you guys see where it says best bid right there, $121,000. I wanted to say best ask. Perfect. 181. So we had more people trying to limit sell than people trying to limit buy, and price fell. Okay. Now we're going to go back to 15 second. Oh, God. This is cool. I think price is going to rise. We see a decent sized market buy. Oh, that's nothing. What is that? 7,600. That's okay. That's tiny. Wait a second. What's going on here? I said I think price is going to rise, but what are these offers doing here? Why are these guys getting added? We just saw a complete influx of this supply here. I'm seeing more people trying to limit sell here. Interesting. What do you guys make of this? This is a little bit different. I still think price is going to rise, as what I said 35, 40 seconds ago. Oh, yeah. And now they're canceled. They left. They're gone. And now they're back and much heavier. So price did rise like one tick. So I guess I was right. But these guys are heavier now, and these guys are ready. These guys are ready for battle. Let's go look at the best offer and the best bid right here. What I see, who's bigger? Oh, the best bid is way bigger. You can see that the red below price is far greater than anything above price. So price is likely to rise, and it's rising. Perfect. And did you guys see what just happened? All of this supply, all of these limit sell orders were pulled, and price rose like $7, $6, $7, because once this was pulled, price was just like, oh, we have confidence to move up. Awesome. And now what I want you guys to focus on the next 30 seconds is look for just one of two things. Just one of two things. Any large limit buyer, limit sell orders added near price, and any large limit buyer sell orders that are canceled near price. You're going to have to really focus for this one. But try to focus on it. You know, close your multiple tabs and multiple... Well, actually, that's your choice. I can't tell you what to do. You know, if you don't want to... Okay, no, I'm not going to school you guys like a teacher. You know what? It's your own life. What did Bon Jovi say? It's my life. It's now or never. Okay, I'm going to get demonetized because, you know, YouTube algorithm is going to think I actually tried to play the Bon Jovi song. All right, now enough about Bon Jovi. More about colorful charts that make me excited. Now, whoa, what is this? What just happened, guys? Did you just see that? All of the bids were canceled, and I'm seeing an influx of supply. What happened to all this bidding here? They just left. They ran for the hills. All right, guys, I think I know what's about to happen. Price goes down? Or is this a fake out? Interesting. We shall see. First, I want to kill that drawing because he's ugly. Bye-bye. Yeah, guys, I don't know. This is a tough one. It's just, I'm not seeing a lot of bidding here. So I don't really believe that price is really going to just skyrocket. Watch price just skyrocket. I mean, look, yeah, guys, price might go up to this levels around here, around the 10,318, 10,319. But I just, by the look of this doesn't look that bullish. To me, this looks like there's an influx of supply. He's still here. The supply is still heavy. And I think price is going to fall. Yeah, and more just got added there. Can I zoom in on like a super... Oh my god, was I right? I think was I right? Because we just saw a complete flip in the order book where just like a lot of limit sells just took over. Yeah, guys, I'm really thinking this is bearish now. Let me just show you exactly what I mean so you can learn from this. Yeah, I'm seeing a complete lack of bidding here. If I hover over these levels, it's like only like 84,000. It's just tiny, guys. It's nothing. And I'm seeing complete influx of supply. I'm seeing a lot of these limit sellers being added. So currently this short-term market is kind of flowing in a way where we see just a little bit more limit sells and a lot less limit buys, a little bit more limit sells, a lot less limit buys. And I think that the effect this is going to have is that price is going to fall. How much it falls is dependent on the order depth that, you know, occurs here. But let's go short-term again. Let's go to these short-term streets and look at these bids and offers. What I want to show you guys is look at this. At this point in time, we had a large offer. It was red. Yeah, red. And then we had a large bid. And really not really a large offer. And then we still have a large bid right now, as you can see here. But just, God, these limit sells around here are just, like, these guys are confident. You know, these guys aren't messing around. And now they're getting lower. Look at that. They were lowering. They're putting pressure on price to go down, and now price is going to fall. Price is about to fall. Watch. There's market sells going on here. There's empty space here. There's limit sells being added here. Price is going to fall a few ticks, or more than a few ticks, but we'll see. Unless there's like a large influx of demand where I see a lot of limit buys coming in, large market buys, I just think that price is likely to fall. And yeah, price does fall a bit. Well, price fell one tick. Okay, price fell one tick. I said a few ticks. But here they are again. These limit sells are just trying to push price lower, and I think that they're going to succeed because this just doesn't look that strong. This just doesn't look strong at all, guys. It's like I can't really see a scenario where price rises in this example. Price is just gonna fall. Okay, we fell 2 ticks now, and like that, we fall. We fell from 10,314 to 10,310. 10,309, so I was right in my prediction there. And the last 5 minutes was just me explaining why I believe that. So price did fall a few ticks, so kudos to me and kudos to anyone else who agreed, or if you disagreed, I guess not kudos to you because you were incorrect. But, learn from it. Yeah, so what do you guys see now? Do we see influx, outflux of supply and demand? Are we seeing more offers, asks coming in? Are we seeing more bids coming in? What are you seeing with the order flow of this market? Do you still see kind of some empty space around the bids, or do you see more empty space around the offers? What I mean by empty space is really dark blue, close to... no, I don't want to... No, that's not what I want, bro. I want this. Yeah, so this kind of empty space, or this empty space. This one's a bit tougher. I want you guys to chime in. I don't want to answer what's going to happen yet. I want you guys to look at this chart and tell me what you think is going to happen. Well, you can't really talk to me because unless you can go back in time and like you're like right behind me in the video. But if you could go back in time, why would you use it on this? Just, okay, you know what? Enough of that. All right, my drawings left me. I got to kill him now. Bye-bye. Get out of here. All right, so I thought price would go down, and it did. Okay, enough patting of my back. I feel like I've just like, whatever. I think, I don't want to answer it because I feel like it's going to influence what you guys think is going to happen. Well, the answer here is that I don't really see anything. Oh, what are these guys doing? Oh, yep. What are these guys doing? They're getting closer. Do you see that? These large limit sells are just getting closer and closer and closer. The bids aren't really doing anything here. This is looking bearish. I was like, should I say bearish? Because I felt like price was about to just spike the minute that I say bearish. Whoa, what just happened? Who's this guy coming in? That changes things. Who are you? Was this guy here the whole time? Was he resting or is he new? 10,290 is not new. He's resting, so he doesn't have that strong an effect on the market. He's already built in. Okay, I don't know why I just thought that guy was new. No, he's been here for like a while. He's been chilling here. It's these offers that are just like kind of all over the place, trying to push price down. Pretty clearly, as you can see here. All right, back to my 1 minute. Yeah, guys, this just isn't that strong of a thing. Oh, this guy's red. Okay, this guy. There's a lot of limit sells here. 1.28 million at 350. But how long has he been resting? And is he built into price? Oh, he's been resting here forever. Never mind. That level's not as significant because it's been here so long. Yeah. I just don't really see much besides like the offers kind of just like toying around. They're going down, they're going up. But I feel like if price began to rise, these guys would just cancel these orders completely or just put them higher. Because this is pretty freaking obvious spoofing. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can't honestly tell me with a straight face that this is genuine people trying to sell. You just can't tell me that. That's just not true. Completely false. These people are clearly what they're trying to do, or this person or a collection of persons is trying to compress price. And they might be successful. They might not be. But typically, more often than not, they are. When people do these kinds of things, they tend to work more often than you would think. But yeah. And I'm seeing these large market sells coming in. This was 131,000. This one was 102,000. So market sellers are getting strong. There's strong offering here. Yeah, I think price falls. I think price falls. Price is doing absolutely nothing that interesting right now. But I just don't have much reason to be bullish. Unless these guys completely canceled. Did they just completely cancel? Wait, what? Did they cancel? Are we seeing influx of demand down here? These guys kind of just like, oh, we're going to go up a bit and then we're just going to cancel. They just kind of whisked away to the wind, I guess. Oh, they're back. He's back. All right, guys, I could look at this all day, but what I want to do is end this video with a recap of what we talked about and how you can use this in your own trading. Really, the biggest part of Bookmap that I like to use is to see limit orders coming in and coming out and the effect that that has on price. Because if you're able to see that, I think that you can already become quite successful at predicting these moves, kind of like what I'm doing today. You can rewind this video to watch different parts of some analysis that I made and then watch them play out. Right now, yeah, price is going to rise because look what just happened. These guys were completely canceled. Completely canceled there. And they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. I said, these guys aren't trying to get filled. They're just going to go a little bit higher or just cancel. And these guys just went a little bit higher because they're just trying to spoof the market lower. So they just kind of went a little bit higher. They might put up a bit of pressure by doing this back to there. But if this goes any higher, these guys are just going to get out of the way. And yeah, it was clearly just a spoof. But spoofing works. Don't think that these spoofing orders don't have an effect on price. That'd be naive, you know? These guys have a large effect on price in the short term. What was this saying? So it's a really important thing to look at this influx, this outflux of supply and demand, and always look to determine whether there's a genuine resting order that's been there for an hour versus an order that's been there for 20 seconds. They will have completely different effects on the price. Another thing is location. If a limit order is 0.1 or 10 basis points away from the best price, from the current price, that's going to have a much larger effect than a limit order 2% away from price, of course. So you always have to weight these limit orders close to price. They're more important than limit orders very, very far away from price. Third, look at the market buys versus market sells. And I would highly recommend try not to market sell when a lot of people are market buying. Try not to sell. You can see we're in a period of demand. A lot of people are market buying. There's just not much reason for us at this current moment to try to sell. Because if we look back in time at these periods where there's heavy buying or heavy selling, this was not a good example of it, but you can see heavy selling here. There's no really reason to buy at this point. Heavy market buying here. There's just no really reason for us to sell here. That would have probably not been too wise. What you want to do is, if you are bearish, a strategy that you can use is you can wait for price to kind of go flat. You can try to get your sell order filled there, or you could wait for price to fall. If you are bearish, you can wait for price to fall, and then you could just wait for price to rise a little bit and then sell. But if you see a strong period of market buying, probably not a good idea to sell. If you see a strong period of market selling, probably not a good idea to buy. So always look at the combination of these market orders in conjunction with these limit orders. As you can see here, man, I'm so tempted to just predict this all day. I think that price is going to fall soon. Actually, wait, is this guy new? I always ask the 10,310. How new is he? He's got to be last 3 minutes, right? Oh, he's strong. Yeah, he's new. He's just chilling here. He was placed recently. I still think price is going to fall at this price point. It just would make more sense if price would fall. Let's look 3 seconds. I mean, he's strong here. It's just I'm seeing market sells coming in. I'm seeing more of an influx of supply that's closer to price. It looks like we're putting some pressure on price to go lower. It doesn't really look like we're putting much pressure on price to go much higher. So I think the price falls here. Especially this guy's getting strong. You see what he just did? Not only did he get closer, but he grew in order depth size. He went from 200,000 or 190,000 to, yeah, he grew a little bit bigger to like 220. And he's just getting closer and closer to price, just putting more selling pressure. Guys, I really think this looks like it's about to fall. Heavy market selling. Is this guy going to get canceled, or is he just going to get filled? We'll see. Well, you know what? I think I've explained this video enough. Hopefully price falls like right when I end this video to complete this video and complete my prediction. Well, price did just fall 1 tick. Price just fell 2 ticks. Now 15.5, so price fell like 3 ticks. So yeah, you can have a very good ability to predict exactly where price is going to go. Like I just predicted that price would fall a few dollars, which it just did, as you can see, by just looking at Bookmap. So with that, happy trading, guys. If you have any question on order depth, you can either get my guide to order depth and order book trading. You can schedule a mentoring call with me, or you can just hang around the Discord and just talk to other traders about how to do this and exactly how to execute your orders and make money on this. With that, happy trading. I'll see you guys soon.